When I was a young boy, I was a really edgy boy. I wore a lot of eyeliner. Hey guys, Karl the Llama back again. I managed to get access to like my old MySpace and things like that recently, and I've been looking at a lot of old pictures and how I was as a teenager. And oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It turns out I was really edgy. I was quite possibly the edgiest of boys. So I figured what we're going to do today, guys, is we're going to have a look back and see just how much of an edgy boy I was. I think these pictures are from about 2006, 2007, up to about 2010, 2011. Thankfully, as a high schooler, secondary schooler, whatever you'd like to call me, I had no access to the internet. So the stage of me wearing a trench coat and a cowboy hat is missing from my life. Thank God for that, because before becoming like a emo-y scene kiddie type person, I was the biggest goth wannabe ever. A mix of being a goth wannabe and an 80s rocker. So I want to go through these photos with you and just tell you guys little stories about them. So to start off with, this is me in, like I say, I think this is towards the end of 2006. Now, you can see I've got the eyeliner on. Let's zoom in a little bit. Got the eyeliner on. That's a My Chemical Romance t-shirt. Massively into MCR back then. The hoodie, the skull hoodie, was a good like size or so too small for me. It was really damn tight, and it was from the girls section at Primark, and I loved that hoodie. It was amazing. I was so damn edgy. The pink fringe, everything going for me. You can see in the background there, I had the biggest crush on Amy Lee, and as well as getting any poster from Kerrang magazine, you remember that? As well as getting any poster that had her on in Kerrang magazine, I would just also cut out pictures of her and stick them to my wall. Oh, that was cringy. This one, right. I had that guitar for a long ass time. I didn't actually know how to play the guitar. I just completely posed for this picture. As you can see, more Amy Lee, Hayley Williams in the background. I think there's some Sharon Denadell and Christina Scabia there. Honestly, if they were a girl and they were in an alternate rock group, yes. Down at the bottom there were a few concert tickets, and they were just like little like tribute gigs and stuff I'd been to. I think my Fight Star might be down there. Unfortunately, Sony Ericsson camera quality is really not held up, has it? So we can't have a good look at them. Now this, I was talking about this on both my Instagram and my stream recently. I used to wear red lip liner underneath my black eyeliner to give me that I've been crying effect, because I'm so edgy, I'm so down, I've been crying, look at my pink fringe. I never got asked if I was crying, but I did once get asked if I had conjunctivitis. And you know what, I was terrible at remembering to take my makeup off, so I'm shocked I didn't get conjunctivitis more than I did. Of course, that just wasn't edgy enough for me, was it? So I got rid of the pink fringe and I dyed my hair completely purple. Again, instrument in the background, there is the piano. But again, I never learned how to play, and I kind of regret never learning any of that. And nothing says I'm an edgy emo kid like a freaking elephant pillow. A kid's elephant pillow at that. And there I am again. My room was always a mess. It was so cluttered. You can see in the background here, we've got some, whoops. We've got some vinyls, because I was that edgy, a dragon teddy, a jar full of pennies, some just like printout pictures of edgy Final Fantasy characters that I like Vincent Valentine, was my idol because he was so damn edgy. I loved him. Unfortunately, the emo stage kind of like disappeared for a bit around here because I got to a point where I was like, I can't keep dressing like this. I want to work in childcare, so I've got to, you know, look presentable. So I cut off all my hair. I had these ridiculous frosted tips put in, and I tried for my longest time to be normal, as me apparently being normal and very immature. Just, you know, frosted tips and messing about in a kid's car at an arcade. Unfortunately, this didn't last because apparently someone hurt me. I was wronged in some way. The hair was dyed back to black. The eyeliner was back with a vengeance. Look at those panda eyes. And I grew the hair out a little bit. Fun thing is, it's the same jacket in both pictures. That is the same leather jacket in both pictures. I had that leather jacket for the longest time. And eventually, I completely re-dyed my entire hair to several different colours. This is my group of friends. We were all really edgy. I'd say out of all of these guys, I am in contact regularly with one of them. I will still talk to one of them on the odd occasion. But the rest of them I've not seen since way back then. And then I became a more toned down emo. I got rid of the eyeliner and stuff, but you know, was still stripy tops, long floppy fringe. I was awesome. Come on. I was so edgy. Checkered wristbands as well. Remember checkered wristbands? And obviously a picture was so much better if you took it in black and white. And this is what I like to call the start of the lol random phase. This was the longest I grew my hair out in a long time. I can't tell you where those blonde streaks came from because I don't recall ever putting blonde in there. But I had just got to the age now where I could drink and stuff, and I was trying to look a bit normaler but also a little bit edgy at the same time, which is kind of still the style I take to this day. I still wear a lot of checkered shirts and things like that, and I wear a lot of beanie hats. Now here I've obviously cut my hair off a little bit. It's back into the emo fringe style. This was when I first started on YouTube, and just a really fun and cringy fact, this hairstyle I ripped off Daniel Howell, who these days is back then, sorry, was known as Dan Is Not On Fire. I loved his hair. I was trying to make it as a vlogger, except I did the cringiest, horrible content. I would love to do a reaction video to that content, but I was employed full time by a nursery at the time, and I basically got told by my boss that I had to either delete the content I had put up and stop making it, or I would lose my job, because I did do some things that were a bit odd and weird. Nothing incredibly bad. Like, I didn't say anything that would get me into trouble or anything, but it was just how silly and weird I was on the videos. It didn't look good if anyone was to find them. I literally got this picture because I thought, look at me, I'm trying to be like the edgiest person possible. Look at this pose, this hat, the him t-shirt, the checkered shirt. However, in the background just there, we can't make it out completely, but I remember this well. That is a Hannah Montana calendar. My mum got it me as a joke present because I loved Miley Cyrus, and my mum brought me that. Still being pretty damn edgy, yet still bordering on like a mix between seen and indicated, being kind of normal, but the profile pictures and stuff I took then were just edgy as all hell. The low cut tops, the check shirts, the floppy fringe. I feel like the fringe gets bigger each photo. I don't know what this pose is or why, but I did love that hoodie. I really wish I still had that hoodie. And then in the background, we've got lots of pictures of Vil Velo, because him were my favourite band. Some lyrics that I'd wrote on sheets of paper or quotes, because again, edginess. And my collection of vinyls, I've still got all those vinyls. I do collect vinyls, mostly Pink Floyd these days. Nothing screams pure absolute edge like poking the lenses out of some 3D glasses and striking, you know, the typical pose. You know what, I still do that on stream quite a lot, just like again, the more doodles and lyrics and stuff, this on here is obviously purely from the lol random phase, because that's the lyrics to a song. It says, always I want to leave with you and make believe with you and live in harmony. Robot Unicorn Attack was like one of the first ever iPhone app games, and it was so funny and random that I made that apparently. I wanted to talk about this because, as well as like the pure edge, I got into cosplay around the age of 18, and you know, cosplay isn't bad. I love cosplay to this day. I actually miss going to conventions and stuff. The thing is, there's a line when you can cosplay and you can dress up as an anime character, but when you actually try to become an anime character and you cut your hair in an anime style and you start wearing goggles all the time like you're from Digimon, sorry, you know you've took it too far. And I can't believe that this is something that my parents and my employer let me get away with. I did constantly get told that when I was working there, that I looked like a Pokemon character, and when they saw me out in town once before with the goggles and everything on, it was pure cringe. And that's just like a little brief history of what I was like as a kid. Like I say, I was completely edgy, and the whole emo thing was like the best thing going for me. I thought I was so unique and so different. I'm still into that kind of music and stuff to this day. Like, that hasn't left me. But I don't know why I had to base my whole personality on everything just on the fact that I was into alternate music. And you know, there was some really stupid stuff that came with that culture. For example, I would get up at like 6 o'clock in the morning before college to straighten my hair and do my makeup to get to college on time for 9. I would make myself late for college because I hadn't had the time to do all these things. There was no way I would enter college without the eyeliner on and the straightened hair. And that really did affect my performance and stuff back then. Also, the jeans. Buying girl skinny jeans because they were cheaper, and they were so tight. They weren't made for men things at all. Oh my lord. Oh, I'm surprised. I'm actually surprised that I've been able to have kids after squeezing myself into those jeans for so long. Ugh. The worst thing about the whole emo stage thing, though, was the abuse you'd get from people that weren't emo. I had rocks thrown at me. I was called really horrible names. In high school, secondary school, whatever you want to call it, I was wearing my trench coat and stuff and was literally grabbed by a group of lads, threw into a thorn bush while one of them recorded it on their phone, and that went on YouTube. And I didn't even know these guys. It literally happened because I dressed differently to what they did, which absolutely sucks. The awkward moment of borrowing my mum's eyeliner, or getting my mum to paint my nails for me because I couldn't get one of the hands. I could do one hand but not the other. Oh, there was a lot of weird cringy stuff way back then. Oh, anyway, if you guys have got any little cringy stories from your emo phases, please leave me a comment down below so I'm not alone. And you know what? Give us a raw down there as well, because that was a big C kid thing, wasn't it? Raw! It means I love you in dinosaur. Oh my god. Oh. Well, this has been a fun little trip down memory lane. I still haven't thought of a catchphrase, guys, so until next time.